we've made this point, and I got to reiterate it though. I love Punk Logan. I think that's a matchup
Yes.
that they should do at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the Rumble match for CM Punk is versus Logan. The Rumble is arguably the second, if not third, biggest PLE of the year on paper. CM Punk, we can see facing a lot of guys, but biggest name he could face is probably Logan Paul right now, So I could see it. I mean, in theory, Roman might be bigger, but I can envision them wanting to potentially save that for a Mania or a future SummerSlam, something along those lines. Post Cena's retirement, again, it is going to be tough if they just fall back into the groove of Monday Night Raw being, LA Knight and Jey Uso are kind of feuding and Punk is around and the Vision is attacking guys to open and close the show. This is where you really got to spice it up, and you do finally, as the world is predicting to a point, you bring back the Austin Theories and you have him join the Vision. You spice something up a little bit. You maybe let go of Cody, Drew, and you really let Alistair get a swing at Cody, something a little bit more fresh. Uh, IC title might go back to Dom. Maybe it's finally time for the Judgment Day to get somewhere in their finishing up storyline. It is interesting. John Cena is not going to be on every week. They can't really, hope on John Cena to really bring in the crowd at this point. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, The Vision, Ilya on SmackDown. A lot of these guys are still fresh. They're newer. They're not quite bringing in the crowd like those vets are. Maybe this is where you get a couple call ups too. Just pre Rumble, right around the Rumble. Not saying they're all going to be in Mania matches, but we do also have the NXT main roster exhibitions at Saturday Night's main event. I can easily see that being kind of the call up for an Oba Femi or a Trick Williams, or I would have said a JC Jane, but she just recaptured the NXT championship, so we'll see where they go with that. But maybe the roster needs a little bit of a refreshment post John Cena to kind of keep people in line.